There we go. Hey! You can still go pee, Phoenix. How much is going to happen here in the first couple minutes? I could play more Binding of Isaac. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to play. I didn't plan it. I did not plan ahead. Because I'm a dummy. I'm gonna go get food. Alright, go get food. Here. I'll pull you over here. There we go. My Sam is in chat. Treat him nice. Be nice to him. Even if he talks about his farts, keep being nice to him. Don't talk about... Okay, by the way, don't talk about the Jiwoo ending video because not everybody has had a chance to watch it yet. So some people are in chat and don't know how it ends. So don't ruin it. My silver's fading? I haven't even washed it yet. On purpose. Aw. Hi from Russia. Hello. Sam, I get to see you in like 2 days. I was going to say a day because in a day I get on a plane, but in 2 days I'll see you because of time zones. I seem tired. It's 10 a.m. I woke up. I got up at 9:15, made myself a tea, put on clothes that were nearby, and now I'm streaming, so it all came together. Are we having another hour of chat and then some kind of... Probably. That's been like my modus for the last like 2 or 3 streams where I show up and I'm like, all right, you guys want to talk about some shit? Sick. And then eventually we play a game. Make Jiwoo a ban word? Aw, but then no one can even say that they like Jiwoo. But guys, it's fine. Regardless of your feelings about the ending, tomorrow we start uploading Hatoful Boyfriend Holiday Star, and that's going to upload every day through the Christmas week. So it's going to be a silly, silly thing. Vodka Waffle subscribed. Thank you so much for your subscription. I hope you enjoy the chit-chatty dumbness and the video game dumbness and all the dumbness we have to offer here. Am I playing the same character for Roleplay West Marches? I am. Seaburn I subscribed. Thank you so much for your subscription. I hope you enjoy the streams. Yes, I'm playing the same character. I asked if I could play a different character, actually. I had an idea for a different one. And everybody was so disappointed. They were like, can you play Juliet again? It's like, all right, I'll play Juliet again. And for those of you who haven't watched Roleplay before, the last West Marches roleplay that I was on, like a few Saturdays ago, I was a half-orc barbarian named Juliet, who is also a social climber and wants to find a man, a handsome, rich man who will see potential in her and buy her nice dresses and take her to parties. That's really all she wants. And then she wound up being impregnated with a demon baby. And now she's walking around pregnant like, So that's where we left off. I was like, oh man, should we like leave Juliet alone and then come back to her after she's like kind of preggo, right? Or do we just keep playing her? But everybody likes the idea of continuing to play Juliet because we don't know if the baby's like gonna kill her. Like we don't know, right? So They want to have me roll like constitution checks and things every time I wake up. It's going to be good. That's happening. I'm streaming until noon, so 2 hours. Streaming for 2 hours, and then there's a break. There's an hour-long break, and then on JP's channel, It Me JP, I think it's in the title, but on JP's channel, we're gonna play West Marches for a few hours. The dildo on the shelf, where? Which thing looks like a dildo? That's Kagami from Kuroko no Basuke. These are all, they're so fuzzy. These are all every Frozen pop doll because Sam wanted them. That's a Deadpool mug. That's a Deadpool sugar container. That's a Deadpool pop doll. Oh, what are you? Oh, that's our Murloc. That's our Ghoul Murloc. That's my candle. Oh, let's see. How's my memory? That's the Dodger candle from Game Tea. Go now, gametea.co.uk, and buy the Dodger gingerbread candle. All those are my Star Wars Original Series collection. That's Sam's Dark Souls book. That's my step stool. Anything is a dildo if you're brave enough. All right. Oh my gosh. I thought you were keeping all the anime bullshit. Did Sam steal some? Oh, do you mean with Kagami? Kagami's there because Kuroko... Oh, it's so bright. Holy shit. Kuroko's like on the other side. Actually, I moved him so that I could show everybody Vinland Saga yesterday. Hold on. I need to put Kuroko in his rightful spot. Ugh. Ugh. This is Kuroko. Isn't he a cutie pie? Kuroko goes here. And then Kagami is on the exact other side. And then they're best friends. There it is. Oh my god. I was like, there's a burp in there and it won't come out and I'm confusing. Confusing? I personally am confusing. Probably the faces I was making. They were probably confusing. Do you get jet lag? I think everybody gets jet lag, right? I think part of it always has to do with whether or not you can sleep on planes. I can sleep on planes. So if I take planes at night and then the plane gets there like early morning, I've probably slept most of that flight and it works out. Are you afraid that some burps can turn into throw-ups? I don't know why that's such a funny way to put that. No, I've never been concerned that I was going to burp and instead throw up. It's not like, I don't think that it's as equivalent to, I need to fart. Oh no, but if I fart, am I going to poop myself? I don't think it's equivalent to that really. I got food, I'm back, just in time for me to say that. Amazing. Do you know the Russian language? No, I do not. I know Davuchka, and I know Spasiba, and I know I did make borscht last night. Oh my god, I love borscht. I don't like beets, and I love borscht. I was so happy because I was trying to use up all of the vegetables that are just kind of like sitting in my fridge because I'm leaving. So I was like, oh man, if I leave these in the fridge and we come back, it's going to be gross. So I'm going to use as many vegetables as I can. And so I thought, vegetable stew, that makes sense. And so they sent me a bunch of carrots, like a bundle of carrots. 2 of them were orange, 2 of them were white, and one of them was like dark purple. And I was like, I've never seen a dark purple carrot before. And I assumed, much like a beet, if I put the purple carrot in there, it was going to dye the whole soup, right? So I was like, oh man, it's going to look like borscht, but it's not going to taste like borscht. And then I realized, oh my God, they sent me beets. So I made just like a huge pot of borscht. Borscht is basically just Ukrainian beet stew. And it's so good. I love it. And it's really hard to mess up. Like really, really hard. Basically, all I do is throw some olive, like a soup pan, right? Throw some olive oil on the bottom, throw some onions in, throw some garlic in. Let those soften up a bit, right? Throw some celery in. Let that soften up a little. Throw carrots in. Now again, I had sliced up orange carrots, white carrots, and purple carrots. I was just like, here you go. So it looked like a nightmare, but just let those kind of like stir up a little bit. Put in some vegetable stock, and then I don't do it traditionally. Okay, I don't like put in a friggin' like beef shank and let it like boil for hours and then take the beef shank out. Just threw some vegetable stock in there, let that boil a little bit. Put in whatever spices, let it boil for a while. Throw in the beets, and then any other vegetables that you have, just try to like chop them up to around the same size if they're vegetables that are gonna take a while to, cook, like potatoes. Throw all of that in there, let it boil for a while. You literally just like do your work, stew, and then it's delicious. What are purple carrots? They're just purple carrots. They're carrots that are like really dark, and they stain your hand the same way that beets do. My hands were just like, I murdered a guy. It was great. It was good. Oh, there's still a little right there. You can't even see it. That was pointless. But there's a little bit of like red stain still right there, and there's a little right there too. Oh. I should make a cooking show. I'm not going to make a cooking show. I'm not going to make a cooking show. It's not going to happen. Colored carrots tasted disgusting. They tasted exactly the same as every other carrot to me. Yeah, I didn't know purple carrots existed either. So I learned a thing. I threw in, I think my only mistake, I like chopped up a bunch of kale, threw that in. I put in a can of cannellini beans just because I had them. I was like, oh yeah, let's do that. I put in all my baby radishes, all my celery, all my beets. What else did I put in there? Potato. My big mistake, and it's not even like it tasted bad. It was just like, I think it would have been better without it. My only mistake was putting in sweet potato, because the sweet potato gets so mushy, right? So if you eat it, it just like dissolves in your mouth and everything tastes like sweet potato. Fortunately, they're big. They're like huge chunks of sweet potato. So if I don't want them, I can just avoid them. But I was like, shouldn't have done that. Now I know. So basically, yeah, I just put in everything. Just put in everything. What headset do I use? I don't have a headset. I have headphones. By Sony. Sony MDR XB500s. That's normally what I use. Boop. Swords and spoons. Yep. Oh my god, I should try to make cabbage spaghetti. Holy shit, that would be hilarious. I'll do it. I love cabbage and I love spaghetti. I'm totally in. What was the last board game I played? Girl talk on Friend Zone. That game was a nightmare. It's going too fast. I can't read it all. Sorry, I'm going to make this bigger so that maybe I can read it easier. You made an account just to say you can't help but see all the face touching? That's the one thing I've seen in the sea. So I made an account just for this in all caps. Can't help but see all the face touching. Only for that. A nap in a can? I've got tea. I'm good. Do you think you'll ever go back to Portugal? I would love to. I love Portugal. I missed Lisbon. I want to go back to Lisbon. Lisboa. Speak Russian. I don't know Russian. Guys, I don't know Russian. I went to Ukraine for a couple of weeks and I really loved borscht. That's the extent of my Russian occupation interactions. I've never been to Russia. I've never been awake for one of your streams. Welcome. We're talking about absolutely nothing. Do you have plans to do anything else with Jimmy? I love Jimmy. We were, so any of you who follow me on Twitter and saw the tweet where I was like, due to a really strange conversation, we now ship Jimmy and Sabertoons. The conversation occurred because we were all brainstorming for Friend Zone, actually. And we were talking about how we were going to use Jimmy in something. And Lauren, oh no, what have I done? Lauren goes, Eldonetta. She goes, oh my God, I love Jimmy. He's so great. If he ever needs to move here, I've got that super creepy room that's like, I guess in her apartment, there's like a creepy extra bedroom that's like really small and she's like not sure what to do with it. She was like, if ever he wants to move to LA, we can just put him in my creepy extra bedroom. And I was like, aw, then you can like take care of him. And she was like, oh, wait, no, I don't just want Jimmy. I also want Sabertoons. Can I put both of them in there? And I was like, yeah. And then you can make them fall in love. And she was like, yeah, I can push their faces together and make them kiss. And I was like, yeah. And then you could steal a baby and make them act like it's their baby. It like escalated so fast. The Jimmy we're talking about is Nintendo fan for the win. He's the weirdest dude, and I love him so much. I didn't watch Korra. I stopped watching Korra season 2, but apparently it's gotten really good. What the fuck? Everybody's super weirded out by me now. It got so crazy. It started to sound really crazy. Actually, a bird subscribed. Thank you so much for your subscription. I've been watching you because I was talking about Hatoful Boyfriend birds, and then you showed up, and I was like, oh my God, it's actually a bird who's excited about not for reals birds. Anyway.